GGRC.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of GGRC. I'm RC, and of course, my co-pilot, co-host, sleeping co-host, by the way, is Sushi. Which is unfortunate he's sleeping because we're playing a game today. We're checking out The Big Journey, and it features this little cat here that you see on screen, this little gray guy, and he looks a lot like Sushi, wouldn't you say? I don't know, you guys can't see him. You might have to look at some of my past videos to kind of put that together. But I assure you, it looks like him. He's round, he's gray, kind of blue. It's got that thing going on. But The Big Journey here. This is a fun, colorful little game. It's basically like a casual style game. And it's very easy to play. There's not much to it. But it's one of those games, like I say, it's casual, but it's relaxing. You notice it's got this like repetitive guitar thing at the beginning here. That's kind of the mode that you're going to feel when you go into this. Now, I've only played about a half hour of this, okay? And I am already all the way through Chapter 1. I played the first level, Chapter 2, and not much has changed as the game has gone on, just the aesthetics and whatnot. But I felt like after a half hour, I kind of get what the game is. Keep in mind, it's only a $5 game, but there are 6 worlds to play through. The achievements are actually pretty fun to get. If you check them out in the menu, they have a lot of different ones that you can hunt after. But they have a lot of, variety in them as well. Like, once you learn what you're doing and everything, they're easy to kind of identify what to do, but hunting them out and doing them is actually kind of fun, which is what I'm figuring out here, because some of them involve taking pictures, which we'll get to here in just a second. So, you play as this little cat here. You can actually change him by clicking on him and going over to other cats here. Let's see if we can pick a different one. I thought we did select the Sushi cat. Here we go. So we can play as the Cheshire cat. This one is still locked. We gotta collect 13 stars in the Wonderland level. Because this one is called Sushi Cat, and we got Sushi Cat right here, I kind of feel like that's who we have to play as. So let's swap over to Sushi Cat here, and we're gonna jump right into, let's jump in the middle here. Let's jump to level 3 here. Doesn't matter really what level you pick. It's a very, very simple game. What you're doing here is you're using the A and D keys on your keyboard. Of course, you could use a gamepad too if you want to use a gamepad. And you're using A and D to swap the world's pivot point here, so you can make the cat roll around in a certain way. So you're playing as a big, fat, rolly cat who is he collecting bugs or is he eating bugs? That's my question here. Yeah, it says collect bugs. So he's collecting dumplings too. So the story behind this is that you're playing as this cat, and his favorite chef who creates the dumplings he likes the most has been kidnapped, or he's missing, or something like that. So he's going out on an adventure to find him. And look at that, you can take pictures, and they call it Catstagram, and you can see there's hashtags here and everything like that. So it's got that kind of silly, kind of social media thing going on there, which is kind of a lot of fun. One of the things I like the most though is that you can tell when you're playing as a cat here and he's doing something he likes, you can see his facial expression changes. Look how happy he is right now, just like bouncing around in these branches. It's that kind of attention to detail, polish and stuff that I really like that they add in games, There's a dumpling right there. We collected a dumpling. You can see your collection up in the top left there. You can see we've gotten 32 bugs and 1 dumpling so far. The menu we brought up when we went to the pause menu here lets you know that you can get stars in every level. So if we collect at least 6 dumplings, we collect at least 100 bugs, and we finish in under 5 minutes, you'll get a star. That might be the only thing in this game that I'm not super into is the challenges that they offer. Oop, I just hit those spikes. We don't want to lose our dumplings. So you will drop a dumpling if you hit something, but luckily you can easily pick it up. But one of the things that I'm just not super into are the challenges that they have on the menu here, because so far I've played through 6 levels of it, and they've all been pretty much the same. Collect a certain amount of dumplings, collect a certain amount of bugs, and finish in under 5 minutes. So far, none of them have been hard to do. Not that this game is about a challenge, but it's just been a little annoying that they didn't, throw in other little things like, find the tallest area of this level, find the water or this puddle, this area, in this one level. Little things like that would have been really cool. Another thing here, your idle animation. The cat falls asleep and he dreams of dumplings, which is really funny. Let's collect this dumpling here. You're going to notice also when you play this game that you're going to find little secret areas like that that are just shrouded in blackness. So you're going to be able to... This one's really obvious you can jump over to. But there's been some that are not as obvious. You'll jump into them and you'll just be taking a chance into this black miasma to see if there's something there. But you'll be doing that quite a bit. There is a lot of that. Let's see, we don't want to hit the spike there. Yeah, we keep on rolling here. Let's bump these guys out of the way. There's some more bees. There's a button. That button is actually going to open up something for us. There we go. Move that log out of the way and we can keep collecting bugs and collecting dumplings as we go. So this game, as I mentioned, is like, it's the definition of a casual game. This is as casual as you're going to get with games. You know, but it's one of those games that I actually enjoy as what I like to call a palate cleanser. I know other people might refer to them as filler games. You know, they're small games that you fit in between bigger experiences, and I feel like this game fits really, really well, especially for $5. It's a fun game that you could probably finish, you know, within an hour, or not an hour, probably like 2 to 3 hours. And you'll have a good time doing it if you're just looking for like a fun, silly little platformer to play through. Let's see if we can get that. Yep, we got that dumpling. Bump these little guys out of the way. So you're gonna meet friends along the way here too. You see this bear here. Let's get a picture with the bear. There we go. Who doesn't like getting a picture with the bear, am I right? But yeah, he's eating honey. Earlier when you talk to him, he actually tells you, you ask him like, hey, have you seen my friend anywhere? He's gone missing. He makes my favorite dumplings. And the guy's like, well, that's why you're so tiny. It's because you only eat dumplings. He's like, you gotta eat honey if you want to get big, which is really, really funny. So you meet a lot of different animals in the forest throughout the game as you go through them, and I have a lot of fun reading those when I run into them. As an animal lover, I find that to be quite fun. There we go. We finished the level. So at the end here, you saw when I was going through, you saw some of the emblems pop up when I got them. So we actually ended up collecting 6 dumplings, or at least 6 dumplings. We got at least 100 bugs, and we finished in under 5 minutes. Again, as you saw what I was doing there, I was talking and playing at the same time. None of these are really hard to do. Let's jump over to a level in the night world here. So let's head back here. Let's head over to chapter 2, and here we go. We're going to jump into one we haven't played yet. You can see 6 and 7 actually want you to collect 7 dumplings, so there's a bit more to do here. You can actually click on your camera too, and you can see all the pictures you've taken so far. So far, I've only taken that many here, but this is kind of funny here. You know, you got your bear friend, and he adds the hashtag, same with the bees, Catstagram, you know, lots of silliness here. I don't know what this menu is though. Oh, here we go. This is everybody that you've met so far. So there is actually a list of creatures to meet. See, this is something they should have added to the challenges in the pause menu, which was, hey, make sure you meet Mr. Rabbit, because apparently there is a way to miss characters, because I went through Windmill Lands and I haven't met this character. But we've met a rabbit, a bear, a crocodile, a fox, a deer, and there's plenty more animals to meet as we go too. So looking forward to seeing what they're eating and what they suggest we do with the rest of our lives as we search for the guy who makes our dumplings. Here we go, we got this big bouncer thing here. So this is the night level here. And you can see that the platforming is a little bit more challenging. So you can see that the game is going to get a little bit more challenging as you go. But really, when you think about it, the challenge is more or less like if you want to collect all the stars or not. If you're not a completionist, that doesn't matter to you. Getting through the game itself is not going to be hard. I mean, you could practically just roll through these levels and finish the levels without, you know, any issue whatsoever. However, the challenge is going to come with getting all the stars. There we go. Let's get another dumpling here. So we're already 2 dumplings in. We're hitting these things to bounce. I really like the nighttime level, though. It's like kind of just tranquil. Kind of nice. I like the aesthetic of it. Definitely reminds me of nighttime. I like it. Let's bump this guy. You always want to make sure if you see an arrow and it points the opposite direction, if it points that way, you want to make sure you go that way first, because more than likely you're going to find a dumpling or a button or something like that. Let's see here. We're already at 3 dumplings out of the 7 we need to find. Let's grab that one here. Let's continue on, shall we? Oh man, there's a dumpling at the top there. Let's see if we can get this. We gotta bounce off of that thing. There we go. We grabbed it. Bump that guy out of the way. We're already at 4 out of 7. It won't be long now. And I can already see there's a dumpling hiding under here. There we go. 2 more. And up we go. Now this game aesthetically reminds me a lot of a game that came out on PSP years ago. I don't know if they came out with a version on the Vita. There's another cat right there. Here we go. So now, hey, what are you doing here? I'm Green Princess. Hi, Green Beauty. I'm looking for my friend Mr. Chu. Mr. Chu is the guy who makes the dumplings, by the way. It's almost midnight. It's dangerous to be out so late. I know, but Mr. Chu is missing, and if he needs my help, there's no time to be scared and hide. You have a good heart. I hope you find him, and together we can leave this place faster. I'm so lucky to meet such a lovely, kind-hearted kitty. Not sharing my dumplings, though. Haha. Cat face. Alright. So now we can play as Green Princess as we want. But the game that this reminds me of is Loco Roco. So I don't know if all of you out there have tried to play that game or have heard of it. Definitely give it a look-see because it's a very unique game. Oh, I need that dumpling. Let's see if we can bounce ourselves back up there. There we go, I got our 7. We need 100 bugs, though. So let's keep collecting. Don't want to hit those spikes, though. That's bad. But yeah, Loco Roco, you know, you're playing as these, like, little cylindrical creatures doing different things. And this game definitely reminds me of that. It's got a very, very similar style. And I find that to be a good thing. There we go. Hit that button. Let's get over. And it's the other thing I noticed about this game. For a game that is supposed to be like a more simple, like casual style game, the game is really polished. One of the things that I don't normally see in indie games, you know, like this, that seemingly are very simple, is an expanded menu. So if you go over here to this gear, well, all we get here is music and sound effects, but let's finish this level and I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second. Sure, we're almost to the end here, considering our dumpling amount. We're getting close on bugs, too. We're only 11 bugs away from hitting our total. And get that one. There we go. But yeah, as far as the options go, the game actually has options for you to change the size, you know, of the game's resolution and to edit other things like that. And I was very taken aback by that because, like I said, I feel like I play a lot of PC indie games, and a lot of them basically give you like a you know, a full screen or a windowed option, and that's about it. And you get a fixed resolution all the time. So this game is polished, and it seems like the people who created it kind of know what they're doing. Oh my god, this guy will not go away. There we go. Okay, this is gonna be our 100. There we go. And there we go. We finished the level. 3 stars, no less. And our cat purrs is very happy. We hit continue, head back, and here we are. So yeah, if we go to the options here, you'll see that you get all these options for, let's see, music and sound. That was something we could have edited before, but under visuals, look, it's like, it's very simple, but look at that. Like, you get it all, which is great. So I'm very pleased with that, personally. But you know, there you go, everybody. I know that's only 2 levels of the game, but really, I think that's all you need to see of the big journey to really understand what's going on here. I think that this is a wonderfully beautiful, vibrant little game. It's a fun, casual game, and I think it's one of those really good palate cleansers if you're looking for a game to play between other, like, bigger, heavier games, you know. But yeah, I think it's a cool little game. GG, everybody. From me and Sushi, we'll see you all next time.
GRC.